Hello, I'm Danny from Peter Tyson's Newcastle, and this is the Newcastle Audio Show. So follow me and I'll show you all the systems. So one of the things that we like to show off at our hi-fi shows is the latest products that we have to offer. Here we have the FCAL Divas, which is the latest from FCAL and Naim. It's a fully integrated active loudspeaker with all the electronics and amplification by Naim and obviously FCAL drive units. We have the M Profile wide dispersion beryllium tweeter. You've got your mid-range driver also being ran by an 80 watt per channel amplifier. You also have two 6-inch bass drivers which have 250 watts per channel. You've got the aluminium base. This is also a retake on the original Diva, which had the sideways firing bass drivers.
Yeah, the Diva Utopia, this is a very we've got a fairly selective distribution. So Peter Tyson Newcastle is our FCAL powered by Naim store. So they've been the first in the country to showcase this, which is basically the hard work of Naim and FCAL's R&D departments for the last 5 years. This is a truly wonderful, fantastic speaker, which is all about making high performance audio in as simple as possible and as accessible as possible. I feel that this gives everybody the opportunity to come and look at the very best of what Naim and FCAL could produce. You've got the Statement upstairs, you've got the new classic ranges, but you've got something for every kind of price point. You've got the entry level, the QB wireless music systems, you've got the Unity range, which is a huge part of what we do. So there will literally be for something for everyone, whatever step in the journey you're in.
Here we have what I would call our absolute bread and butter. We've got some of our favourite hi-fi that we like to sell in the shop. Naim and FCAL being two of the brands. So Naim's 222 streaming preamp is probably one of my favourite products of the last 2-3 years. It's absolutely fantastic. You've got probably the fourth generation Naim NAP 250 power amp, which in my opinion is the best yet. Partnered with the FCAL canters, come in various different colours. If you've been in the shop, you've probably seen them in the blues and the yellows that we've had in the past. This package is probably, again, one of my favourites in the shop. I've got a few, but this does tend to really be a crowd pleaser. Here we have the new Marantz Grand Horizon. This is actually the first time anyone will be able to see or hear this in the UK. And that's another thing that we like about our hi-fi shows is we get a lot of product exclusives, so you can see things for the first time before they're even really launched to the general public.
These shows are important because it gives us an opportunity to connect with our consumers. We're able to launch products such as the Grand Horizon that you see here beside me. This is the first time we've been able to demonstrate to consumers in the UK. It's a new field for us really in terms of luxury lifestyle speaker. It's certainly a direction that we're taking the brand into a more sort of luxury zone. I think we'd all agree it's a eye-catching piece, and hopefully we can sort of reach new consumers and bring them into good quality audio with a lifestyle product.
So here in our Bowers Wilkins room, this time round we'll have the 700 series signatures from Bowers Wilkins. The last show that we done, we had the 800 series with the old outgoing flagship Marantz amplifiers. This time round we're running with the more mid-tier Marantz. So you've got the streaming CD player paired with the integrated amp and the signatures. Here in our Bowers Wilkins room, we have this room fully sound treated, from bass traps on the walls, to the ceiling panels, to the bass trap on the back, which is in a nice colour chosen by Marantz there, matches the sofa and the speakers. So yeah, we're very happy with how this room's turned out. here we have the new Select Classic Hub. In this iteration, we actually have 3 amplifier modules in this with 3 DACs, running each individual drive unit separately. So this is an active system. So you have 1 amplifier dedicated to the high frequency, you've got 1 amplifier dedicated to the mid-range, and 1 amplifier dedicated to the bass driver. Now, at the other end of things, we have Lin's entry-level system. So here we have the new bookshelf speakers from Lin. We have the Magic DSM. Now, this is a one-stop shop. You've got your amplifier, phono stage, HDMI on board. So if you are that person that is split between AV and pure hi-fi and you just want to mix the both, there's plenty of units now that you can pair with your TV with HDMI ARC and still get the best of your music, but still have a much better solution than your standard soundbar.
There aren't many stores around the country that could put on a show of this level with some of the main brands, some of the biggest brands in the UK. We've always sold by demonstration, and we use the best piece of equipment ever designed for musical comparison, the human ear, to sell our systems. We sell by demonstration. So we let people hear just what's capable from a Lin system.
One of the standout systems at the shop is my personal favourite. We have the McIntosh MA252 integrated hybrid amplifier. This is coming in at £5,000. We paired this very well with the Sonos Faber Sonetto G2 speakers. They've recently just been launched in the last couple of months. These are £5,500, very good match with the amplifier. And because it was so popular the last time, we brought the vinyl back. So this is our main vinyl system that we have playing. We've had records on here for the last 24 hours. This is also coming in at just over £5,000, so it's a very well matched system. Obviously the McIntosh turntable with the McIntosh integrated amp is a great pairing, and we're very happy with this system, and it's got the most love from the show so far.
The last time we did this, we had I think about 500 to 600 people in 2 days, and I think we've already hit about 200 halfway through the second day today. So yeah, it could be pretty big. The more better known it gets as well. I would imagine the only thing it will do is grow.
It wouldn't be a Peter Tyson Newcastle show without a flagship system, and we have about as flagship as it gets here. You've got the name statement, preamplifier and 2 monoblocks. We've got the 300 series streamer just tucked away out of the way, feeding into the preamp. We have the FCAL Maestro speakers, which is probably my favourite speaker in the entire FCAL range. As you can see, there's some size compared to me stood here. So thankfully, we've got 750 watts per channel driving them, to give them plenty of power to fill this big space we've got here in our extension. Here we have our new cinema room. So this was an idea that I had. We've always had a cinema room for years with a big projector and racks of AV kit. We changed that out some years ago to just put a flagship listening room in. And I do feel that this has been a miss from the shop, having a nice room where you can just put a more simpler hi-fi, a lot like what people will have at home, more representative of what people actually want. So you've got the flagship LG G4 OLED, which we sell a ton of, paired with Sonos Faber's latest Sonetto range. Again, like we've had set up in the shop, we're very, very happy with this range. It sells very well in the store here. So you've got your center, your left and your right freestanding. We've got the small Gravis 1 sub here, which has been a bit of a hit because that thing pumps out some bass for its size. And we've went with 2 Atmos speakers in the ceiling here. And obviously the on-wall Sonettos on the rear there, it just looks fantastic. It's some system for the money, and we're very pleased with how this is all come together.
So a little bit of a different video. You haven't seen me up until this point because we thought we'd give Danny a chance to walk you through the store here and also speak to some of the reps about the equipment that's on show at the Newcastle Hi-Fi show. And we want this show to be a lot bigger than it has been up till now. This is just testing the waters, really. We think there is a lot of enthusiasm out there for you guys to come and have a look at some of these systems and mix and match and so on. So let us know what you think in the comment section, either below on this video on YouTube or on AVForums in the thread. Let us know what you think. Do you want to see more of this in the northeast or the northwest of England? You know, everything tends to happen in London or down that way. Should we have a nice big hi-fi show up the north so all you guys can come and see it? Let us know in the comments. Our thanks to Danny and the guys at Peter Tyson. And there's one more day left of this show. If you're watching this video on on the day it goes out on the Saturday, they're here on the Sunday. Or if you miss it, there will be another one very soon. But if you get the chance, pop along and see Peter Tyson. They've got some fantastic demo facilities, some great kit for you guys to look at, and it's always a non-pressure sales event when you come to these things. So I'm Phil Hinton, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.